Hey, softball fans, we will be back in about 10 to 15 minutes for live softball action. Chatfield versus PEM Bulldogs at Chatfield, Minnesota. Join us for softball action. And Ricky's got a nice arm from center field there. We'll see you soon. Hey, welcome Gopher fans. Andy O'Connor along with Ricky Irish here, filling in for EB as she watches Patty play. I think she's in the cities here tonight. This evening, we've got some softball action with the Chatfield Gophers welcoming in the Plainview Elgin Millville Bulldogs. And we're going to go through some lineups here. I think we've got Allison Allen on the PA over there. So for Plainview, leading off, Claire Raymond. Batting second and playing second base is Carly Peter. Playing center field this evening is Riley Sexton. Allie Schuchard will be at the catcher position behind the plate. Charlie Eust will be the designated player. Riley Fenton will play first base. Chloe Peter is in right field. Hannah Harlow is in left field. Lexi Eust at third base. And Lauren Clavetter is the flex player for the Bulldogs this evening. She will pitch this evening. So for the Gophers here, leading things off at third base is McKenna Dornack. Grace Finley will play first base and bat second. Lexi Hinckley in the 3 spot will be behind the plate. Braylee Horseman is a designated player and will hit cleanup this evening. Britt Ruskell is at second base and hit 5. Kieran Schmaltz in the 6th spot will play right field. Riley Urban will be on the mound this evening. She's hitting 7th. Olivia Carver is in left field, and she will be in the 8th spot. In the 9th spot is Bryn Horseman. She will be at shortstop tonight. And the flex player for the Gophers playing center field is Kendall Knutson. So a couple of familiar names here, Peter and Groby from the Plainview Elgin Millville Bulldogs. We're going to get the starting lineups here for the Gophers. So the Gophers had a game last week. We had a game same night as the boys versus Wabasha Kellogg. They dropped that one. They played another one, I believe, Ricky, right? This is just the second game. I'm thinking baseball. Baseball was down at Wabasha Kellogg last night. They got a 10-1 win down there. Field's kind of surprised they were ready to play on down there in Wabasha Kellogg. It's usually a little muddy there, especially on that junior high field back behind the school. This will be the second game for the young Gophers. We want to talk about some of the lineups here. We've got some experienced players here for the Gophers. And a nice mix of young players coming on here. What's nice about that is we've got enough veteran leadership, I think, that we've got those young players don't have to try to do too much, just fit in and play hard. We'll get our national anthem. Alrighty, get our national anthem played here. And on a semi-chilly evening here, I thought Ricky's forecast sounded better when I talked to him earlier this afternoon. He's usually spot on, but so we had a bit of an overcast day. We didn't get a little bit of that sunshine like I was hoping for. However, it's not raining, it's not snowing, and we're out on the ball field, so we can't get much better than that right now. As we mentioned, we've got PEM in here this evening. They played last night. I believe they lost that game. And I am not 100% sure. I'll look at the records here in between innings and see how many games they have played. Mention here we've got Riley Urban on the mound for the Gophers here tonight. Young lady that is very adept at hitting her spots and has worked very hard on her pitching form and so behind the plate we've got senior Lexi Hinckley, first base Grace Finley, second base is Britt Ruskell, shortstop Bryn Horseman, third base is McKenna Dornack, in left field here is Olivia Carver, center is Kendall Knutson, and Kieran Schmaltz rounds things out over in right field. So good to see Olivia back on the field. Healthy, ready to go here for the season. A little bit different. She usually plays the center, but she's going to go in left field. She's a ball player. She's an outfielder, and she'll be able to figure things out, no doubt there. So we're ready to get things underway here tonight. Looking for big things here from the Gophers. And first-year coach Brent Berg, he's also got, fortunately here, brought former Chatfield graduate and Luther College graduate Belle Berg in as an assistant. And Riley's going to start this one off 1-0. Stays up with that one. Claire Raymond at the plate. A little change there, right down the middle, evens the count, 1 apiece. So Lexi's going to take a walk out to the mound and a little chat. I don't know if she had a sign she wasn't 100% sure on between the two of them, but we're going to get things straightened out. Nonetheless, hey, wrong sign. Still a strike. Perfect. Well, 1-1 is the count to Raymond. She's going to square to bunt. Going to pull that one back. That'll stay high. 2-1. It's like Riley's feeding her a steady diet of change-ups. Comes a little gas on the outside half. Strike 2 evens it up. 2 apiece. 2-2 to Raymond. Claire Raymond is at the plate for PEM. And she took a little something off of that. And Raymond, nice job sticking on that. Boy, that was a nice pitch on that outside. Kept it down below her knees. And Raymond had to just protect the plate on that one. 2-2. Little pop. Gets out of play in there. Well, we got to have some fans after that one. Well, she's going to stay 2-2. Pretty good productive at bat here so far for Raymond. Riley throwing really consistent strikes so far this at bat. Going to come on the inside half. Good spot. Great location there. First K of the ball game for Riley Urban. 1 down, top of 1. Now stepping to the plate here is Carly Peter. She is the second baseman today. She's going to try to slap that one over that left field line. And I see Mr. Dan Schindler sitting over there or standing over there on the first base side. And if you ever saw him play softball back in the day, he could slap one down that third base line. Well, that looks like an offer. She must have pulled it back, put it on her shoulder. Counts even at 1 apiece. Squares again. Going to go foul. 1-2 is the count. Kind of like to see Riley go up in the register here, and she's going to do a just kind of a drag on that, and that's going to be the second strikeout for Riley Urban. 2 down here, top of 1. Gopher 0, PEM 0. Just underway here in Chatfield. Riley Sexton to the plate. She is the center fielder. Nice little change for her. Can of corn in left field for Olivia Carver. She puts that one away. 1-2-3, snapper, mow him down inning. We will go to the bottom of the first inning. Gophers will bring McKenna Dornack, Grace Finley, and Lexi Hinckley. It's 0-0 here on the Rollin' Well scoreboard. We'll be right back with the bottom of the first. Hey, welcome back, Gopher fans. Andy O'Connor along with Rick Irish. Well, we go to the bottom of the first inning. McKenna Dornack steps to the plate. First pitch up coming from Clavetter. Dornack with a big cut there up in the upper register. Strike one. Clavetter to deal on the outside. Oh, that's going to catch it. You know, we're going to find out a lot about the zone here right away in this first inning. We've had a couple of pitches close from Riley Urban, and Clavetter went outside quite a ways. Yeah, smart move by them. They're just going to extend that strike zone as far as they can. Well, 2 strikes to McKenna Dornack. We have to see if we can get an update. Nice shot there, a little cutter over to the left field line. Fielded cleanly. McKenna Dornack's going to go for second. Wisely back to first base. Being very aggressive on the base paths, and that's what you really like to see. So a leadoff single after being down 2 strikes in the count. Good job. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just slapped it down that line. That brings up Grace Finley. She's in the first base position here this evening. Dornack at first base. She's going to lay one down right in front of the plate, and that is going to be a good bunt. She's going to be safe at first base. Looks like she bobbled. Okay, and that is going to be, however, runners at first and second now. And that'll bring up Lexi Hinckley. And I just haven't, I have a feeling Lex is going to get a hold of one here. Runners on first and second, and Dornack and Finley. Lexi's going to leave that one up there. Coach Berg giving the signals there. Nobody down, bottom of 1. Lexi Hinckley at the plate. That one's going to stay out. Boy, McKenna getting a pretty good lead off of second base, and I would almost dare her to throw that down there and see what would happen. So 2 balls here to Lexi Hinckley. They're being a little careful with her. Got there, kind of stayed on the outside. Still up in the count here, 2-1. Runners on first and second. Lexi hit one on the ground. Boy, everybody's going to be safe. She beats that one out, kind of pushed it over there, or slow roller to short and playing a little deep at the shortstop position. So bases are juiced with Gophers. We're going to get a little meeting over there at third base with Coach Berg. And with bases loaded right here, nobody out. PEM wants to take a little talk as well and see what they want to do. Fully expecting some kind of off speed or trying to extend that to the outside. We've got Braley Horseman stepping to the plate. She is the designated player today for Kendall Knutson, who will be in center field. Nobody down, bases full of Gophers. Braley Horseman steps to the plate. And Clevetter induced a nice ground ball. That's just too bad they couldn't get that one out. Pitch upcoming. Off speed on the outside. Strike one. So Clevetter comes back. Looks like she trusts that pitch there on that change. 0-1, Braley Horseman at the plate. And it's going to be a good strike on the outside, boy, and that's 2 strikes. 0-2, Clevetter, nice job getting ahead in this count. Braley's just got to hang in here, make it a productive at-bat. That one's going to stay out. Good job here, purpose pitch here from Clevetter. 1-2. Nobody down here, bottom of 1. Gophers threatening to bust this open right away. Nice hard hit ball down the line. Boy, Coach Berg on his toes down there. Hey, Ricky probably gets that one if he's over there, but we'll have to talk to Brent about that. Nice job staying ahead of that one. Boy, I'm thinking a steady diet of off speed here. Braley, sit back. Ooh, nice pitch on the outside. Boy, just nibbled a little too much. Just a bit outside here, in the words of Mr. Bob Euchre. That one's going to stay down. It's going to push this one to a full count. Payoff pitch upcoming to Braley Horseman. A worst case scenario, you get some green here and push that run in. Bring at least one in on this at bat. Clevetter comes down the middle. Got a piece of it. Schuchard behind the plate just about got that one. Could not hold on. So Braley looked like she was out ahead of that one a little bit, but I don't think I'd expect anything other than I'm guessing same pitch. Let's hit a gap here and bring the whole crew. And that one stays up. Braley swings through it, and it's going to be the first out of this first inning. So bases still loaded. Stepping to the plate is Britt Ruskell. Kieran Schmaltz on deck. And Clevetter so far has started everybody off here on the outside, and looks like Britt is going to try to cover the whole plate pretty tight to the plate on the inside of the box. Good cut. Keep that shoulder and your head intact and kind of attached. You'll be in good shape. Strike one here to Britt Ruskell. Going to go outside. Ooh, toss over to first base. And Alexi will be safe. Britt Ruskell at the plate. Count is even up at 1 apiece. Bases loaded with Gophers. Would like to see these things cleared this inning. Little nubber. Going to have to go to first base to get the second out of the inning. However, the Gophers are going to score one, and McKenna Dornack, everybody moves up. Grace Finley at third. Lexi Hinckley moves to second base. Britt Ruskell is going to get herself an RBI with the 4-3 putout, however. Kind of a goofy, squirrely spin on that ball off the end of the bat. We're going to get a pinch runner for Lexi Hinckley, so you go get the gear on. She's behind the plate. You got to give those catchers every advantage you can. So Katrin Johnson in to run. At the plate will be Kieran Schmaltz. Hey, well, we're going to have the cleanest home plate here I think we've had. Runners on second and third. PEM looking to limit the damage in this first inning. Bottom of one. One run across for the Gophers. Runners at second and third. That one's going to stay down. Ball one to Kieran Schmaltz. Riley Urban on deck. That one's going to stay up. 2-0. Clevetter thus far here this inning's done a pretty good job of keeping things in check. Good changeup. That one's going to stay up and in. 3-0. And that'll stay up as well. Well, bases are loaded once again. First walk of the ball game for Clevetter. Kieran Schmaltz goes to first. Riley Urban steps to the plate. Nice job coming back, going to the outside. They're going to get that call tonight, and Riley, as a pitcher, is probably looking at that saying, hey, all right, we're going to go there too. So, 0-1 to Riley Urban. 2 down, bottom of 1. Gophers have 1 across already. Strike 2. Clevetter living on that outside. Just a little green here. One's going to stay down and out. 1-2. Urban had herself a 1-2-3 snapper mow him down inning in the top of the first inning. 6 batter to the plate for the Gophers here. Ooh, that one's going to... Oh, he's going to ring her up. Boy, kind of a delayed strike call. But that one's going to catch the corner and be a strike. But Gophers do a little damage here. In the bottom of the first, have bases loaded, get one out of it, and McKenna Dornack coming across. We go to the top of the second with PEM bringing Ellie Schuchard, Charlie Eust, and Riley Fenton to the plate in the top of the second. Rolling well scoreboard, 1-0 in favor of the Chatfield Gophers. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back, Gopher fans. Andy O'Connor along with Rick Irish. We go to the top of the second inning. Gophers leading this one 1-0 over the PEM Bulldogs. Riley Urban starts up high. 1-0 to Schuchard. Good hard hit ball is going to get knocked down by Britt Ruskell over to first base to Grace Finley. 4-3 put out to get the first one. Good hard hit ball from Schuchart, however. Gophers got one there in the bottom of the first inning, and PEM, boy, did a nice job of limiting damage. That could have been a bad deal. We had bases loaded a couple of different times, and just found a way to get one across, but broke the seal, and we're ready to go here. Riley's going to stay up just a bit. Charlie Used at the plate. Takes a little something off that. Boy, he's going to call that out and probably up just a bit. 2-0 to Used. And Riley here just got that. Rhythm was just a little off kilter for that pitch. (3-0). And she's going to call that. She's going to call that up, I believe. Boy, that looked like it was over the corner of the plate. Riley finding the corner, the edges. Well, first walk out of the game, and the first base runner. That's going to bring up Riley Fenton. She's the first baseman today. Gas down the middle, strike one. That's the way to come back, Riley. Let's get ourselves a DP here. Comes down the inside. Boy, don't change a thing. Don't change a thing. So Fenton down 0-2 in this count. One down. Oh, nice job. Boy, took a lot off of that one. Good pitch on 0-2. One and two to Fenton. And pop up to the left side, and that's going to be out of play. Still 1-2. PEM, pretty good job of making the Gophers work for it thus far tonight. And takes a lot off and goes on that outside edge. Strikeout, so the second out of this second inning, top of the second inning for the PEM Bulldogs. That'll bring up Chloe Peter. She is the right fielder today, squares to bunt. Strike one right down Main Street. Well, if you're going to bunt, that's the one to do it on, that's for sure. Now you're going to get a steady diet of off speed if you're going to do that. Goes up top. Just about got her to take a cut at that. Riley Urban on the mound for the Gophers. Gophers lead this one 1-0 over the Bulldogs. Cuts that one off over into the parking lot. 1-2 to Chloe Peter. See if Riley can't get herself another strikeout, and that would make it 4 strikeouts on the night. Ooh. Nice shot up there. Evens the count at 2 apiece. 2 down, top of 2. Takes a ton off that one. Gonna run this one full. Payoff pitch. Riley's gonna come down Main Street, see if she can't hit this one. Win this battle. Nice job. He's gonna round. Ooh. Everybody's safe. Boy, Brent came up there, and that was just a slow enough roller for her to get over to second base, and everyone's in good shape. 2 down. That'll bring up Hannah Harlow, the left fielder for the Bulldogs. Runners on first and second. 2 down here, top of 2. Squares to bunt. There's another one you want to put in the memory banks. That one was down in the register. She's going to give her that strike. I'd take that all day long if she can throw that changeup down like that. Same exact spot. 0-2 to Hannah Harlow. You've gone down twice here. Goes up in the register and going to get that strikeout. So, crisis averted here in the top of the second inning. 5 batters come to the plate. And 2 strikeouts and a 4-3 putout for the Gophers. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Gophers will bring Olivia Carver, Bryn Horseman, and McKenna Dornack to the plate. Roland Wells scoreboard, 1-0. Gophers over the Bulldogs. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back, Gopher fans. Andy O'Connor along with Ricky Irish. Well, Gophers are going to bring Olivia Carver, Bryn Horseman, and McKenna Dornack to the plate. Olivia steps to the plate. Wind kind of died down a bit this evening, and not too darn bad. As I mentioned, it's not snowing. So Olivia to the plate. Clovetter delivers. That one's going to bounce. Ball 1. 1-0 to Olivia Carver. Gophers up in this one, 1-0. Clovetter deals. Good cut. Good cut. Gotta keep everything moving forward there, Liv. 1-1 to Olivia Carver. That one's going to stay on the outside. Both pitchers kind of testing that zone tonight. And if you're in there, if it's close, you better be swinging the bat because you're going to get the call. That one's going to stay up. Count even at 2 apiece here to Olivia Carver. Clovetter to deal to her. And it's going to be a strikeout. Took a little bit something off that. Went to the outside. So first out at the bottom of the second inning. Bryn Horseman steps to the plate. Corners are coming up for the number 9 batter, but ball 1 gets to the backstop. You know, you always consider this number 9 batter it's another leadoff batter for you. That number 9 batter, a lot of people kind of discount that position, but that's a very important batter to get on base. Strike 1. Boy, Clovetter's really found that outside on all these batters here, and she's living there. Credit her. She's just going to keep going out there. Yep, and she moved in just a bit. Nice job. Good eye there. Stays down. As the boys would say, eyes are good. So Bryn Horseman, 2-1 count to her. Bottom of 2, 1 down here. Clovetter keeps that one down. 3-1, hitter's delight. Bryn's thinking of 1 pitch and 1 pitch only. You're going to take a cut, keep everything in, and hit it hard. It's got to be you, though. 3-1, 1 down. Bryn Horseman at the plate. And it's going to be on the outside. That's going to make it a full count, so a good battle going on here. Clovetter. Payoff pitch to Bryn Horseman. Nice shot there to the gap. Bryn Horseman's going to get on her horse. Let's go, Bryn. Bryn Horseman coming to 3. Get down. And she will be safe at third base. So a one-out triple for Bryn Horseman. Wow, she tattooed that one over to right center field. Nice job, Bryn. That'll bring up McKenna Dornack. Like that head first slide. So Bryn was good wheels. Gets herself over to third base. One down. Gophers threatening to score once again here in the bottom of the second inning. So Bryn, good job not trying to do too much with it. Just threw her the other way and off she went. McKenna Dornack, 1 for 1 on the night. Had a shot over to left field. Was down 2 strikes in the count. And came back and just poke checked one over there to the third base line or the left field line. Clavetter. Pitch is going to stay up. 1-1. Or actually 2-0, I believe. Ooh, Dornack, good cut. That was a nice cut. Boy, she could probably even hang back just a split second more. She's right on that. It looked like it almost squirreled off the end of the bat. It's going to be a strike on the outside. 2-2 count. Clavetter's worked back into this count against McKenna Dornack, so 2 strikes to her. Good 2-strike hitter there. She's going to bring the run across. And that'll make it 2-0 in favor of the Gophers. So McKenna Dornack does her job to get that run across. Going to be a 6-3 putout, however, for the second out of this inning. We're going to bring up Grace Finley. She reached on an error over at first base as a bobble by the first baseman. 2 down, bottom of 2. Clavetter goes down with that one. Ball 1 to Grace Finley. Good pitch to hit right there. Grace just got a little bit under it here. You can see with her cut, boy, she could slice one off pretty hard over there. 1-1 is the count here to Grace Finley. Bottom of 2, Gophers with 2 down. Pushed another run across. That one's going to stay up. 2-1. Lexi Hinckley on deck. Grace Finley, 2-1 count to her. She's going to call that a strike. And that's been pretty consistent. 2-2 to Grace Finley. Just hang out here, Grace. Stretch this bat out. Good pitch on the outside is going to get Grace Finley. However, the Gophers get another run in the bottom of the second inning. The Roland Wells scoreboard reads 2-0 in favor of the Gophers. The Plainville-Jamilville Bulldogs will come to the top of the third inning. They'll bring Lexi Eust, Claire Raymond, and Carly Peter to the plate. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back, Gopher fans. We go to the top of the third inning. Gophers leading this one 2-0 over the Bulldogs. Riley Urbandale's nice job. She's kind of settling in here. Got herself better command of the strike zone. Here we go to the top of the third inning, and she's there we go. Almost switched up her arm angle on that pitch a little bit there, kind of a little bit of a breaker on the outside. And going to go up top, and that'll be 3 up, 3 down here. 3 strikes, that is. First out of the top of the third inning. That'll bring up Claire Raymond. She's the shortstop today for the Bulldogs. Nice job starting ahead once again. And it's very important for a young pitcher and a young ball player in general here just to start ahead and get yourself confidence. Then you can start throwing what you want to throw. Riley, oh, what a nice changeup. Woof. Stays on the outside. That was a really good spot for that ball there. Yeah, it's going to be strike 2. Up again in this count. She's going to come inside with it. Kieran Schmaltz going to stay in front of that. Oh, boy, I thought maybe she's going to try to gun her out at first base. So Kieran may have had a chance at that, but probably a good choice not going for that. You don't want to give up that extra base. So that'll bring Carly Peter to the plate. Base knock for Claire Raymond. Going to square to bunt once again. Lexi Hinckley out in front of the plate. Lays out for that one, 3rd out, or actually the 2nd out of the inning. You don't normally see the F2 very often out in front of the plate. But that's how she was. So a good play there from Lexi Hinckley is going to get the out. That'll be 2 down. In the top of the 3rd inning, Riley Sexton steps to the plate. She flew out to left field, her first at bat. Little check swing. I think that was going to be a strike anyway. A 1-1 to Riley Sexton. Gophers lead this one 2-0. 2 down in the top of the 3rd. Nice throw down. Going to tag her arm. She will be out at second base. Good throw from Lexi and a really good job of getting that one down by Bryn Horseman. Well caught stealing is Claire Raymond. That'll be the 3rd out of the inning. When we come back, actually top of the 4th, Riley Sexton will be up at the plate as she was at the plate. But Gophers lead this one on the Rollin' Well scoreboard 2-0 over the PEM Bulldogs. We will bring Lexi Hinckley, Braley Horseman, and Britt Ruskell to the plate. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back, Gopher fans. Andy O'Connor along with Rick Irish. Here in Chatfield, Minnesota, we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Gophers are up here with Lexi Hinckley to step to the plate to lead things off. Two to nothing in favor of Chatfield. Lexi with a hard hit ball to left field. Staying in front there. Nice play out there. Good hard hit ball. Boy, I was a little worried that one's going to stay up there just enough. You know, that's one of those that you hope drops. So, leadoff batter on for the Gophers. That'll bring up Braley Horseman. She did strike out her first at bat, push the bat at bat out to a full count. Lexi Hinckley on first. Braley Horseman at the plate. And she's going to check one off to the right-hand side. It's going to hit the top of the fence. Strike one. So Coach Berg, I think, are getting a little aggressive here. I'm just guessing. That one's going to stay down. Going to get out of control from behind the plate. That'll move Lexi up and it'll make the count 1-1 here, even it up to Braley Horseman. Oh, yeah, Katrin came in there. Okay. Katrin Johnson running for Lexi Hinckley. 1-1. Offers at it. Tried to go that way. Trying to move up that runner. It'll be 1-2, and Brady just got to hang in there. We talk a lot about productive at-bats. Just make her work for this. And that one's going to be on the ground. Going to push the runner up. It'll be a 4-3 put out, but just the first out of this third inning, or the bottom of the third inning for the Gophers. And that'll push Katrin Johnson over to third base. Britt Ruskell steps to the plate. 4-3 put out in the first inning for her. One down. That one's going to stay down. Katrin Johnson going to the plate, slides, and she will be safe. That will be the third run for the Gophers, and they've plated at least one here in each of the first three innings. So 3-0 in favor of the Gophers on the Roland Wells scoreboard. That'll be ball one to Britt Ruskell. Base is cleared once again. In the grand scheme of things here, PEM has done a pretty good job of keeping things in check. A couple of dangerous situations in the first with bases loaded, and they were able to get out with just one run, and also just one run in the second inning as well. So ball two to Britt Ruskell. That one stays up. That one stays up as well. 3-0 to Britt Ruskell. Red light. One down, bottom of three. Gophers up in this one, 3-0. Pitch up coming to Britt, 3-0 to her. And that one will stay down, just dropped enough. Well, we've seen a couple of pitches that have been in that general vicinity, but I think that must have dropped coming across the plate just a tad much, and that will be a 4-pitch walk for Britt Ruskell. That'll bring Kieran Schmaltz to the plate. She walked in the first inning. We're going to get a visit to the mound from PEM. Looks like we're probably going to get a pitching change. And coming into pitch, let me just look at these scorecards here. Will be number 24, Chloe Peter. She'll come in. And Clavetter will move to right field. So everything the same defensively except for that change with Chloe Peter and Clavetter switching spots, Lauren Clavetter. So Clavetter goes 2 1/3 inning, only gave up 3 runs, limited damage, and looks like we're probably going to have to adjust just a bit here. Chloe Peter, probably a little more gas than Clavetter. Sometimes that's a good thing for young teams, and hey, you're going to throw gas down the middle. We're going to take a cut, but we'll see how things play out. We're going to get a few more warm-up pitches actually, from Peter. A little low throw down there. So things shaped up. We got a little bit of sunshine trying to peek out. Have not heard an update from Plainview from the boys over there. Like I mentioned, they did get a 10-1 win down in Wabasha-Kellogg last night over the Wabasha-Kellogg Falcons. Tonight, they've got some pretty good young ball players over there in PEM, so we'll see how things turned out. Kieran Schmaltz at the plate. Peter to deliver. And it's a base knock to center field. And we're going to bring Britt Ruskell over to third base. And she is going to score on a double from Kieran Schmaltz. Kieran's going to take off. She's going to get tagged out at third base for the second out. So after a double here, she thought maybe it got just a little further away than it did.
I got a little excited on that one. I zoomed in too fast, ADO. I got a little excited.
So Riley Urban steps to the plate. Base is clear here for the Gophers. 2 down. Riley's going to hit a high pop-up to left center, and that will do it for the Gophers. In the bottom of the third, damage is done. However, they get 2 on a couple of hits here, actually a couple of walks, and a double to right center field by Kieran Schmaltz. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Gophers leading this one 4-0 on the Roland Wells scoreboard. The Plainview Elgin Millville Bulldogs will bring up Riley Sexton, Allie Schuchard, and Charlie Eust. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back, Gopher fans. We go to the top of the 4th inning where the Gophers lead this one 4-0. Riley Sexton will step to the plate. Little pop there to behind the plate. Just a little high there. Lexi, we got to climb that and get that. So 0-1 here to Riley Sexton. Sexton was at the plate last inning there in the top of the 3rd when Claire Raymond was caught stealing. Stays up, evens count at 1 apiece. Riley Sexton at the plate facing Riley Urban. Hard shot back to her, over to first base. Nice job, good at bat. So a 1-3 put out to start the top of the 4th inning. That'll bring up Allie Schuchard. 4-3 put out in the 2nd inning. Ooh, Riley lumps a little dream shake on the mound there before she delivered that one. Goes with the change and gets Schuchard out in front of that one to go up 0-1. Comes inside. Pretty good cut there from Schuchard, but Riley ran it in on her fist. So it goes up 0-2. Good job getting ahead. When she's ahead, she's been really tough tonight. 0-2, 1 down here, top of 4. And she's going to go with that little bit of a change in the outsider, actually a breaking ball, I believe. Schuchard, nice job hanging in there. Kind of looks like a little taller player. Maybe Riley will try to go down and get below the knees and get her to chase something. And just that, boy, squirreled off the bat. Nice job. Goes up just a bit, and that's going to be a strikeout. That'll be the second out of this fourth inning for the Plainview Elgin Millville Bulldogs. That will bring up Charlie Used. She reached on a walk in her first at-bat. Riley's going to stay too far inside. I lost grip just a tad. 1-0. Sun trying to peek out here in Chatfield tonight. Right down Main Street. Let's go. 1-1 evens the count up. Pushes it to 2-1. Charlie Used at the plate. 4-0 in favor of the Gophers. 2 down here in the top of the fourth inning. Delivers. Catch that outside. Good pitch. Going to even this one up at 2 apiece. Boy, don't know if I'd live anywhere else than outside. Boy, if you're going to get that pitch, go right out there again. And she gets her to wave at 1 up top, and that's going to be another strikeout for this inning. That will be 3 up, 3 down. Snapper Moem down inning in the top of the fourth. Gophers lead this one on the Rollin' Well scoreboard, 4-0 over the Plainview Elgin Millville Bulldogs. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning with Olivia Carver, Bryn Horseman, and McKenna Dornack. Will be right back. Hey, welcome back, Gopher fans. Andy O'Connor along with Rick Irish, and we go to the bottom of the fourth inning with the Gophers leading 4-0. We're going to get things started off here in the bottom of the fourth with Olivia Carver, left fielder today. That one will stay outside. Chloe Peter on in relief. 1-0 to Olivia Carver. Peter delivers with a strike to get this one evened up at 1 apiece. 1-1 to Olivia. Going to push that one off to the left field line. She's going to round hard, going to stay there. Good job. Nice job of hitting there, Olivia. First hit of the evening for her. That will bring up Bryn Horseman. Bryn reached base in the second inning and scored. Olivia Carver on first base for the Gophers after that base knock over to the left field. Ricky and I were just talking about going that way with it. She does that, just that. That a girl. 1-0 to Horseman. Olivia is going to get thrown out at second. Boy, throw right down there. Just a quick one hopper. And she will be out at second base. Bryn Horseman, I believe it's a 1-1 count on her. I think they called that a strike. That one's going to stay down. Change up from Peter. 2-1 is the count. Clavetter looked a little more comfortable with the change. Peter throws a little more gas. That one's going to stay outside. 3-1. Got to be your pitch here. Takes a nice hack at that one. I hear no glass, so we're in good shape. Going to push it to a full count. Bryn Horseman at the plate, 1 down here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Gophers lead this one 4-0. And that'll stay down. Forgive me, now it's a full count here. Horseman steps in. Going to be right down the middle. She's going to sky one over to the right center field gap. Bryn's on her horse once again. She will stop at second base with a stand-up double. Nice ball over there, Bryn. Good at bat. And we will go to the top of the order once again with McKenna Dornack. Base knock in her first at bat. 6-3 put out in her second at bat. However, brought a run across with that shot. That one's going to stay down. One down, bottom of 4. Gophers lead this one 4-0, threatening to put some more on the board. McKenna Dornack at the plate. And that one is going to be a strike on the outside. Evens the count up at 1 apiece. That'll be on the outside as well. Boy, McKenna is probably going to have to poke that one over to left field once again. It's going to be a call they're going to get tonight. And if you're a pitcher, hey, why not? Keep going over there. 2-2 to McKenna Dornack. 1 down, bottom of 4. Gophers lead this one 4-0. And that one's going to be just a bit outside. Boy, not a whole lot different than those other pitches there. Credit to Peter. Boy, she's trying to stretch that one as much as she can. Going to stay down and out. Walk to McKenna Dornack. On base once again. Runners on first and second, and that will bring up Grace Finley. 1 down, bottom of 4. Gophers looking to put a couple more across in this 4th inning. And that'll be a strike. That one will stay out. 1 apiece here. 1-1 is the count to Grace Finley. And that one's going to be down in the register, but going to catch the corner. Going to make it 1-2, and Grace just looking for her first hit of the evening. That one's going to stay out. Common theme here, boy, if you're going to go out there, go out there. It's all right. And swings at that good spot for Peter. And that'll be the second out on that strikeout of this 4th inning. That'll bring up Lexi Hinckley, though. Runners at first and second for the Gophers. That'll stay up and out. Nice job running there. Bryn Horseman on the delayed steal. They threw it back behind her at second base, and she's at third base now. McKenna Dornack on the throw moves up to second base. So runners at second and third here for Lexi Hinckley. Ball 1 to her. Peter's probably going to be a little careful with her. Ooh. That one's going to be out of play. That looked like a pretty good pitch to hit. Lexi probably want to have that one back. Boy, that's Peter had it on the outer half of the plate. 1-1's the count to Lexi Hinckley. Hard hit ball on the ground. Going to go to first base with it. 6-3 put out to end the threat. No runs here. Runners on second and third. They strand a couple. We will go to the top of the fifth inning with the Gophers leading on the Roland Well scoreboard 4-0 over the Plain Village and Millville Bulldogs. Bulldogs will bring up in the top of the fifth Riley Fenton, Chloe Peter, and Hannah Harlow. Will be right back. Hey, welcome back, Gopher fans. We go to the top of the fifth inning with the Gophers leading this one 4-0. The Bulldogs will bring up Riley Fenton to start things off in the top of the fifth. Riley Urban so far tonight, 2, 3, 4, 6 strikeouts on the evening for her, so settling in quite nicely. Fenton at the plate. Comebacker to the pitcher, Riley over to Grace Finley for the first out. 1 pitch, 1 out. Hey, that's how you like to work them. 1-3 put out to get things started here in the top of the fifth inning. Chloe Peter steps to the plate. She reached first on a fielder's choice in the second inning. Squares to bunt and strike call. Takes a little something off that. And goes up 0-2. So Riley, for the last couple innings here, she's been working ahead. Goes out there once again. Hey, you're going to get outside. Take that all day long. Their 7th strikeout of the ball game. 2 down in the top of the fifth inning. Hannah Harlow steps to the plate. And she's going to wave at one a little up there in the zone. Hard hit ball over to the left field, and that will be the second hit of the night. Stays in front of it. Liv's going to get it into the infield. 2 down hit for Hannah Harlow. And we'll get a pinch runner. I'll try to get the number. And that's number 11. And I've got 2 Hannah Harlows, actually. That might be Caden Zerke. I don't know if they switched uniforms or not. We've got Hannah Harlow sitting at number 8 on the scorecard. I think that's Zerke, Caden Zerke. PEM fans, I apologize. I'm getting this wrong here. We got a couple different numbers going on in the The lineup. Nice job coming inside. Boy, nice snap back pick over to first base. Herky's back, however. Going to be 2 strikes to Eust at the plate. Lexi Eust up. Ooh, goes outside. Going to make it 1-2. That's a really nice purpose pitch, though. See what you can get. Stretch it out. Grounder to McKenna Dornack, over to Grace Finley. 5-3 put out to end the threat here in the top of the 5th inning. Gophers give up 1 hit. No runs, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Rolling well scoreboard 4-0 in favor of the Gophers over the Bulldogs. We'll bring up Braley Horseman, Britt Ruskell, and Kieran Schmaltz. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back, Gopher fans. Bottom of the 5th inning. Gophers bring up Braley Horseman to start things off. Oh, good cut there. Fouled off the catcher's mitt. 0-1 to Braley Horseman. Braley looking for her first hit tonight. That one's going to stay up. Evens count at 1 apiece. That one's going to stay in. 2-1 to Braley Horseman, and we're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Gophers have had some chances tonight, just haven't been able to string together a few hits. That one's going to drop into right field. First hit of the evening for Braley. First batter on for the Gophers. Nice job. Britt Ruskell steps to the plate. She walked the last at bat and scored. Braley Horseman at first base. We'll see. Britt might lay down a bunt here. Corners are up, way up here for the Bulldogs. No, Britton's going to come back, and that's going to drop. Braley get there. Nice hustle. So kind of in no man's land for Braley. She had to go just far enough off the bag so she could get back. However, she had to make her way down there after the fact. So a little Texas Leaguer gets ourselves the first 2 batters on for the Gophers. Runners at first and second, and that'll bring up Kieran Schmaltz. And Kieran Schmaltz had a double last at bat. Tried to stretch that in there and take the extra base and was caught at third. She's going to lay a bunt down. It will be foul. Strike 1 to Kieran Schmaltz. 0-1 to her. Got another big hit in her bat here tonight. Corners up for the Bulldogs. Kieran going to swing away. 2 strikes, and they'll move back. Hey, kudos. First baseman over there, Fenton, has no mask on. That one's going to stay out. Still up in this count here is Chloe Peter. She is the pitcher she relieved. Lauren Clavetter after 2 1/3 innings. Kieran Schmaltz shot on the ground. Going to move the runners over to second and third, so she did what she wanted to in the first place in advancing the runners up a base. That would be a 6-3 put out. A nice play from shortstop there. 1 down, bottom of the 5th inning. Riley Urban, pitcher today, steps to the plate. Going to square to bunt. Ooh. Can't get that one down. Talk about this a lot in baseball and softball. Incredibly, incredibly underrated part of the game that everybody should be practicing is your bunt game. That one's going to stay up. Coach Bird going with the placard system on the wristbands this year. Ooh, good hard hit ball down the line. And that is going to be fair. Riley Urban's going to round hard and look. She's going to go to second base and be safe. 1 out double here brings across both runs for Riley Urban. And wow, that hit right on the line, I believe. I didn't see any chalk fly. However, I have old eyes. So that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Well, that'll make it 6-0 in favor of the Gophers. A little more noise here in the bottom of the 5th inning. That'll bring up Olivia Carver. Base knock last time down the left field line. That one's going to stay down and out. Riley with a pretty good lead. So 6-0 in favor of the Gophers. 1 down here in the bottom of the 5th inning. It's going to stay up. Probably would have been called a strike, boy. Liv, don't get cheated up there. Take your cuts. 1-1 to Olivia Carver. 1-2 on the day for her. That one's going to stay down. 2-1. One down, bottom of 5. Gophers leading 6-0 in this one. That one's going to stay out. 3-1. Thinking of a pitch here, Olivia. Got to be you. Gets one off the end of the bat. Going to run this count full. Stretch it out here, Olivia. Good job getting that bat on there. Full count. That one's going to stay up and in. She's going to work a walk out of this. Peter is just kind of betting or banking on the fact that she might chase that one up there. Olivia holds off. Runners at first and second. We've got Bryn Horseman at the plate, and corners are going to stay back. That one's going to stay down. Riley Urban kind of little cat and mouse back there on second base, seeing if she can't draw that throw. There's that on that outside. Boy, they've been, Chloe Peters been living on that outside. I'd be like thinking middle, and just hit the snot out of this one. Oh, a little check swing, and Bryn goes down in this count 1-2. Just hang on here, 1 down, bottom of 6, or bottom of 5 rather. Gophers up 6-0 over the Bulldogs. Good job, hey. Quick hands, gets the bat on that one. He's going to stretch this count out. 1-2 to Bryn Horseman. And that one's going to stay up, going to even the count at 2 apiece. And that'll stay up as well. You can see Peter kind of has that release point where she's... Bryn Horseman hit one up the middle for a base knock, and coming around to score is Riley Urban. He's going to push the runners up to third base. Olivia Carver is going to be at third. Nice base shot up the gut there from Bryn Horseman. Down in the count, and she pushes that run across. Good piece of hitting there. That'll make it 7-0 in favor of the Gophers. Runners at first and third, so we'll see if we've got a little Brian Baum special. Delayed steal over there to second base, and we've got just a bit of a meeting on the mound, and they probably want to talk this situation over with the Bulldogs. Bulldog pitching they haven't done a bad job here. They've been pitching strikes for the most part. A couple of walks have hurt them, but some timely hits for the Gophers. That's going to bring up McKenna Dornack. She's going to be taking a cut right away. She's got a little mad at herself, but it didn't look like a pretty good pitch for her to hit. 0-1 to her. One down in the bottom of the fifth inning. Gophers lead this one 7-0. That one's going to stay up. Runner's going to uncontested steal there into second base. Bryn Horseman at second, Olivia Carver at third. Couple there for you, McKenna. Let's get this one. She's going to cut one on the third base line. That'll stay in the park. You know, Springer Spaniels were ready for a catch over there on the left field line. Two strikes to McKenna Dornack. She's going to hit one hard up the middle and bring one run. Bryn Horseman will come in to score. That'll make it 9-0 in favor of the Gophers. So a good piece of hitting with two strikes. McKenna Dornack just goes middle. And the winning run here is at first base. So Gophers leading this one 9-0 over the PEM Bulldogs. Bottom of 5. Gophers waking the bats up now in the last couple innings. Grace Finley at the plate. She's going to square, and it looks like she offered. We'll see if they called a strike on that or not. McKenna gets back. She was off the base quite a ways on that one. Good hard hit ball left field. It's going to cut to the fence. McKenna Dornack is going to hold. Well, no, she's coming around to score. That will be the 10th run of the ball game, and the Gophers are going to take this one 10-0. I didn't know if McKenna was going to stop there at third base, but she just kept rolling. So a game-winning hit by Grace Finley ends this one, and the Gophers take it 10-0. So pitcher of record here for this evening, and the winner this evening was Riley Urban. And she had a really nice night. I believe she had 8 strikeouts, or actually 7 strikeouts. And she's a winning pitcher. Pitcher is going to take the L here for tonight. For the PEM Bulldogs is going to be Chloe Peters. She came in relief of Lauren Colvetter after 2 1/3 innings. Gophers woke up here in the 4th and 5th inning and got themselves off the schneid from the offensive end. Riley Urban only gave up 3 hits, I think, tonight. Actually 2 hits with 7 strikeouts. So a nice outing on the mound for her. Couple of inning and a half in there in the middle. Got a little out of sorts, but she found her footing once again and was able to come back in the latter half of the third, fourth, and fifth innings and really pitch well for the Gophers. So good to see a young pitcher out there working hard and getting a lot out of these games, and a heck of a lot of learning going on for these young ball players. So the Gophers once again take this one 10-0 over the PEM Bulldogs. Thanks for joining us tonight, this evening, folks. I'm Andy O'Connor, and for Ricky Irish, good night all.